Okay, so what I'm just doing a little offline today. Be working in here just for the time being. Let me tell you what I did actually before I went more offline. I I said last time I was having some problem with the trains despawning. Single track I wasn't on, but it was on. But it only works for single tracks, not quad tracks. So I rearranged everything. Out loud. I rearranged everything. That way it would be heard. Not heard. What? I said heard is the wrong voice. My audio is not going through my ears. But I rearranged everything. That way the tracks would be completed a little bit better, a little bit easier. Right now it's a little... I've been sitting here watching it, and it's going smoothly. A lot smoother. There's no hiccups anymore. There's no choking, so I think I fixed it a little bit better. I'm trying to manage it so that every track is used or utilized in some way. And they are. All tracks are used. So there are still two more lines coming. And I can't add them now because it would add congestion with the turning around points. And it'd be kind of bad. Kind of ugly too. I don't want that. What I was going to do is just touch this area. I also did touch this up a little bit better. I kind of flattened it out a little bit more. And I think I had an idea of what I wanted to do. This area over here. And this tram as well. I'm thinking of not making it elevated. I'm thinking of making it under. I know I said earlier I probably wouldn't do that, but I'm thinking of doing it now. I think I have a better idea of what I want to do in this spot. I'm gonna stick with that plan. Uh, so let's actually start with back here. Now, before stream ended. Uh, okay, after stream ended. As soon as stream ended, actually, I crashed. I tried to save it, and the save feature just completely crashed. So it's fine. I didn't really do anything, honestly. The only thing I did was just change the zoning, so it works. But now, let's actually add these buildings now. So, I did before... let's see, the building. I did before have the building that I wanted to place, so that's new. Asset creator, let's go to Smileys. So, let's see. I was originally going to go with the 4x3 building, or actually no, the Grand Park. This one. That's what I went with. Let me see if there's anything else that can match. These ones, I didn't realize there were 4 of these, actually. Village fronts, generic. What's the difference between generic and front? They look the same. Oh, it's just the front. Yeah, the front, okay. And this one in the back over here. I want to see what this one in the back looks like. I'm just discerning everything off of the back design. And I'm thinking, let's go with the generic front. Reason being because it's more of a storefront in the front, so I kind of like that for this road. I'm going to keep that idea, that design idea. I'm going to get rid of the other 2. And within here, I'm going to just keep the layout nice and simple. Again, on this side, I'm going to use the house that I had before. So it works. Where is it? It should be under here. I don't know why it's a Rico. I feel like it should be under Growable, but it's not here. I'm not sure which one is the 3. I think it's this one. It is. So I want to stick with this one on the side being here still. Because it does look like a storefront at the same time. It's kind of floating too, so let me shrink it down to the road heights. So, and the path as well. I want to fix the path. Probably should have done that before I put that building there, but let's move it down and to the side. And I can't grab it. That's probably... That is it. Okay, good. We turn on snapping. How about this is snap? Now the problem being, this road over here, it's connected by 4 nodes, and it's really low for some reason. Problem being, I don't want to mess it up too much, but I'm going to turn this invisible anyway. But still, I don't want them to look like they're floating. And also, it's crooked. Weirdly crooked. I don't know why it's so crooked. If I can grab it, that would be amazing. Pain. Why are your slopes? Let's go flat. Okay, good. Okay, that makes way better. Bring it back down to how it was. That way it's a little bit easier to maneuver. There, that's way better. So bring this to the side. I'm gonna tilt this. I might make 2 roads. I just might make it do this. Let me just pull this up. Because again, I don't want them to walk on the quay. So, well, yes, there's nobody here to tell me quay. The difference between quay and quay. Let's do this. Match the grid. Take off the grid. Just snap it. Yes, this shouldn't allow for them to walk. You know what? I could leave it like this. To be honest, I'm not opposed to leaving it look like this. Let me just raise it a little bit higher. Now I am looking at that. Well, that's good. Yeah, I could leave it like this. Reason being, it does make a nice border around this building with the railings and the sideways, so I think I'll leave it like this. However, you're gonna be crooked for a while, aren't you? Probably can't pull this. Oh, I can. Oh, perfect. Actually, quite. Yeah, nice. Okay. I think I'll leave it like this. I'll leave this side. I won't make it invisible. You know what? I think that's a good idea. This side might as well honestly stay like visible too. I might keep it all visible. Might just do that. But housing in here. Let's see. I want to keep the wall-to-wall aesthetic. Ooh, a nice building. Wait, I could have used this. But, no. Already made up my mind, so can't change it now. I'm gonna use the larger buildings in the back. So ones that are larger than 4 squares big, I would put that in the back. So let's go, like, these ones are quite larger. They're 5 blocks back. They do take up a lot of space. And they're tall, but not too tall. And I kind of like these, to be honest. I kind of like them. And they got a nice back as well. You know what? I think I'll keep this here. I could have went for this one too, but the taller aesthetic does match. It fits a little bit better next to the train station. Like when you're down here and you're looking up, it fits a lot better and it looks a lot better too. I also changed a lot of the signals, by the way. I forgot to mention that. This is medium clear, limited speed. That's why it's blinking. And this is the medium approach. Also limited. Limited just means it's blinking. It means you're required to drive at that speed limit with the traffic light. Like, to approach the traffic light at the speed that you're allowed to go to, that you're told to go to. Well, that the colors align to is what I'm trying to say. And they don't really apply to what I'm doing. Like here, this is limited. Not limited, this is a medium clear, but you should be going a little bit faster than this, like maybe like 30 miles per hour or 40. But that, I'm not applying to the speed limit rule, I'm just applying to what works for me. Yeah, and it works. No train has gotten stuck yet. They do cross tracks sometimes. What I had done was actually, this looks a little bit messy. A lot of these lines will be removed when I continue the line. Everything from, anything that cuts across like this and from backwards, those will be removed. It'll be a little bit easier to see, but if I go to the train view, what you see here, they cross first, and they cross again, allowing for dual back and forward motion. So, up, down, up, down. I want to keep that look. That way, they don't get stuck here, because it's going up and down, so they merge, up, down, up, down. And then they cross, because they have to. The trains on this line, they have to cross. Well, one of them do. Just to reach the third end of the platform, so they do kind of break the cycle a little bit, but as long as it's one node apart, it doesn't really matter too much. As long as it's one node apart. And the trains are going slow. If they're going fast, they can mess it up. But if they're going slow, they should stop and wait for a train to pass by. So now it's going up, both directions, down. That's how it should go. And then, same here. Up, both directions, down. And up, down. That's how it should go. That's why the train's switching tracks twice, because it needs to go over here to go to the end. So it switches twice to come over. Hence why I'm trying to make everything used in this circuit. During that time, my day-night cycle is on. Well, I'll leave it on for this video. Why not? Let's go back to 9:30. The housing in here. First, let's get the line work assembled. Now, I said I did crash before. It crashed. I didn't lose too much. It basically crashed when I made the grid. And the housing that I planned to put in here, I'm not sure what I would do. The parking is one thing. I did pull this back, actually, to be 4x4, but it's back to 4x6. I might just leave it that way. I don't think I'll change it back. Reason being, the hospital. It's the same size as the hospital, so I'll keep that like that. Also, what road did I press? I don't want to use any of these roads, to be honest. All these roads will change, but except for this one. This one will remain the same. But the housing that I want to use in here, and the roadwork, honestly, too. I wanted to use these houses, the wall-to-wall buildings, like something that looks like these, that resembles these houses. This one is just smaller. It's 4x4. It fits perfectly fine in every grid space that I usually make. So this one works perfectly well, especially along this road. I wouldn't be mad if I place this here, you know? Wouldn't be mad at all. There was a larger one. The larger one of these buildings. Yeah, let's go. This one right here. What is this? Oh, this one's too big. That's a different one. So this one right here. And it is. It's only. I can't count. 5 spaces wide. And that isn't bad. It's 5x4, and I'm not opposed to a 5x4, honestly. Let me think about what I will want to do on this side. It's the same kind of housing, to be honest, on both sides. However, one side has the school. The other side does not have a school. This side could have the library instead, to be honest. Library. I say that. Library would actually kind of look good over here. Specifically this one. It may be a little large, but I think it would look good over here. I don't think this side, I think this side, more or less. Because the storefront, the doors are right there, and the doors are over here. I'm assuming those are doors. I do like this, though. I would like to maybe push this over here, but on the corner of the street, I honestly might move it somewhere else, actually. We'll see. Do I want this by the houses? Because it looks a little... No, the houses look modern as well. So you know what? I think I'll keep it. The housing. I've been saying housing for the past while and I still haven't placed it. The housing. They're under here. I wanted to use these. And they do match the library, so... You know what? I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to changing the design a little bit. Let's go for the corner housing on the side. Just so it really fits. There's no walls on this side. There's no windows, really. Only on the edge. Looks like a staircase, so that's... Okay. You don't want people looking into your house from the library, so, you know, that'll be a little weird. And then, luckily, there's actually a 2x2 building that can fit right here. Pretty perfectly. I really like Smiley's buildings. They're really well designed. They really fit most places. Especially here. It's really almost kind of perfect, to be honest. Strangely perfect, you know, if some would say, but I kind of like it there. This building does look strange here. It would be better on this side, to be honest, since it matches the design of the school. Speaking of the school, I haven't found a good place to place this yet. Yeah, especially not against that wall. I don't want to see the white sheer wall on that side. I want to see like the color on this side, so... this can stay... I might remove the bridge, to be honest. I could do like what I did here, make the bridge come across over here as well. But it's a little... Why are you going up? Why are you going up? How high is that? You go down? There we go. Ooh, that was weird. I didn't know that thing was so high up. Wait, that's underground. I can't see it. I'm going to turn this back into a visible bridge so I can see where it is. Because right now it looks like it's in the wrong spot. Always elevated. Oh, it's way down there. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this bridge doing? Something's wrong here. There's a funky note in here somewhere. It was you, wasn't it? Oh, you were funky. Okay. Is anyone else doing that? I should check. Anyone else is doing that? You look okay. And I know that side is fine. This side, I guess it was just this one. Let me make it back invisible. Really? You know, autosave it this time? You can't see what I'm doing, but... back in my hand. Okay, redo it. Go. Okay, see if he comes back out of the ground. Pops back out. Or he's gonna... There we go. Good. So this bridge, I'm not sure what I want to do. I might just make this bridge come across over here instead of making a U-turn, to be honest. Reason being, because I have these right here. And there's a crosswalk right here. Let them cross. So I might just... Not might. I will just erase this. Just fan across onto the side. And give me more time to actually level down to the ground. Now the school itself. I think the school will be better placed off somewhere inside. Of course, somewhere inside of this area. I haven't named it. It's still called Uptown. I don't know what this name will be. Either over here or over here. Maybe even in the field over here. It is near the hospital. Anyone else go up to schools in a hospital? Oh, the hospital near a school? Technically I did. Yeah, technically I did. Not this close. But how comfortable am I? I think this would work actually. If I put a stadium right here, some kind of park for the school nearby. The hospital right there will bother me a little bit, being honest, but take one of these. One of these that fits pretty well. It just looks weird in the hospital. It looks really weird by the hospital. I might put the school in here. Or I might just leave it over here, but... I might put it over here. How big is it? It's not... It's one square off. So you know what? Maybe... I'll figure out something to do here. This is fine. There's no high school. I will say that. There's no high school that I have that looks like this. I do wish Smiley's made a high school version. This is the elementary school. So there's no downtown high school that he... Or, elementary school that he has. I can only resort to the creative arts or the high capacity. I already have a high capacity. Oh wait, I have a school right here. Do I need that one? Well, this one's high capacity. 2,400? 300? Together, they can all come to the same high school. So you know what? I'll just have one high school and just place one of these. I don't think I'll need a high school again. And do elementary schools play soccer? They do. I did. I was one of them. I'm thinking of ways to move this building away from the hospital, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Also, parking for the hospital is what I was thinking of as well. I was going to put it behind the hospital. I'll just have to move the hill back a little bit more than I would have to. But I think I would do that. The phones acting weird at the front. I think I would do that. I think I would push the hill away from me. Also, the grid in here needs to happen as well. So let's keep the... Oh, do I want a little more space? I could do that. Space away from the school. So let's go like this. 4x4 and a 4x6 with a 2-block space in between. Put a park in between. Or like a little plaza space. Just away from the school. I wanna make space from the school. Keep things away from it. So what I normally do. I place one of these things down at the end and place the houses all the way over here instead. I want to have more of an open gap between here. Like a 4-lane road between here instead of a 2-lane. Speaking of road, I don't want this road design. I prefer something more modest. More modest road design. I really like this road. Please by the Urbanist. Well, yes, it is. It's a really nice road. It's really the line work on this and the trees that it comes with, it's quite nice. And the light posts as well. The light posts are really uh, personal, really really close by compared to the like tall looking ones, taller ones that you're used to, like the taller industrial ones. It can be overwhelming sometimes, but not really. I don't think people really see a light post as overwhelming, honestly, but that's just me. I'm gonna put these houses, the corner houses, over here. Now their height does matter. I'm getting closer to downtown. But the closer I want to get to downtown, the taller the buildings. You know what I mean? I might just place the taller ones over here and just shrink it down as I go further. Because this is the shorter tall one, so... And this is the tallest corner, and I definitely will not use this. I'd most likely just put this in downtown. Same thing with this one. This is a 48. Now, Miley's did come out the 60. I'm assuming he's making a 61, so a 60 corner piece. Right now, this is just not a corner piece. This is just a middle piece. So I'm gonna put the taller corner piece right here, and same thing vice versa. That way, it's a nice little portion, head out away from the school. You know, I quite like that. And continuing inward, I could place these buildings myself. However, I have a zoning or a district style for that. Now, sometimes it does get a little wrong when it does it, but I'm not gonna argue with it. Get the smaller corner pieces. And you know what? Since the store is right here and this is a large backyard, I think I would just place something here. Instead of a house, I'd place something else. Something that's really feels like it belongs here. I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't know what I have that feels like it belongs there, but some kind of store, you know? No, I don't think I have a store. That doesn't feel like it belongs there. Like if I just place this here, this ain't feel right. Yeah, it doesn't feel right at all. It doesn't match the aesthetic. That's gotta be somewhere where it's meaningful, you know? I could place another like park-like thing here, like one of these things down. Like a little, yeah, wait, what are these things? And the plazas. One of the plazas from the Plaza DLC. One of these things. I personally think this is the best asset that Colossal Order's ever made. This one right here, the small food truck plaza. I love this asset. I would use it everywhere. Matter of fact, I'm gonna swap these around. Makes a little bit more sense. I'm gonna swap these around so the chairs are facing outward, and this thing is actually on the inside. Yes, so it looks a little bit nicer. Yes, I like that. So I could fill this in. Could fill in the houses, but I might specialize, actually. Yeah. Now, the wall-to-wall buildings spawn at level 1 to 1. I kind of like that. How the buildings are spawning like that. It makes it easier to control. And they're all high density. However, they are wall-to-wall. So let me actually get the wall-to-wall specialization here for them to spawn. So, in doing so, hopefully they spawn correctly. Let's already unpaused. Let's watch it. See if it spawns. Okay. Okay. We spawned nicely. Can't lie. Now, I did put in the zoning specialization. It should not make a tall building. It should only make buildings that are about this height. Maybe this height, but mostly this height. Which shouldn't go any taller than that. Hopefully. So it should stop like right about here. And go back down. Unless... Oh, no. That's good. Yeah, perfect. That's what I want to see. I want to see if it came out right, though. It did. Yes, these ones are... They fit the area quite well. Now, if I was driving through here, it looks... It looks a lot nicer. I would like to have, like, brownstone buildings, you know? Like the highly fancy brownstone that downtown Brooklyn has. Those are nice buildings. Love to place those down. I know there are assets for them. Could get them, to be honest. I think I'd place them down. If I put it inside of a style, I'd do that. Let's continue on. Now let's attempt the back of the hospital with the parking lot. Hospital parking lot. Now, I'm gonna take away some mountain. Again, I did it before. But who's to say mountain isn't part of my eminent domain, you know? I don't know, you're not. There we go. Take about that much out, so I don't need too much land, to be honest. Even though a hospital does require a big parking lot, I don't think I'll take up too much. This should be good. Nighttime already? Ooh, I see that thing that I don't like. Eee, what is that? You spawned something that I don't like. There we go. Let's get the large road again. I want always a two-way. Now, the parking lots that I can use, I might connect it. I might not. I might stop it right here, to be honest. Because it's starting to descend downhill. But the node is quite perfect. The node is in a perfect spot, I would say. Tempted. My temptations has got me. You know what? It was in a perfect spot. It almost matches the quay, kind of. Can I put a slope? Yeah, never mind. It matches the quay. Not really. Can I slope you? Promise you to bend. Yeah, now you match. Okay. You know how this works. Again, I could use the big lots parking lot. You're gonna parking lot. Well, big lots. I got the big quays that I want to work on. So I'm gonna place that down. Not yet. Right after I probably finish this area, I'll build it down. I'm gonna place this down. This shouldn't be long, what I'm doing. It shouldn't take too long. This is what I usually do in my off time. Not really, but what I would do in my off time. Let's come down through there. And same thing here. Now, however, there's one difference. Hill is in my way. I might stop one short. And kind of come in diagonally. However, the parking lot would be a little bit different. I'm gonna have to change this road. Just for it to fit. And from here, let's fill it in. Now, I know you do have to use this border tool. The border tool doesn't oftentimes work, because it does this. I wish it didn't do that. It would work a little bit better. But it does nonetheless. I could invert it this way, but it would make the parking lot look a little bit weird. Speaking of weird. Is that a border? Like a base? It doesn't. Why is it making that? Oh, on one side. Ew, gotcha. Let's do this. Let's keep it like this. I'm gonna actually let's pull this down diagonally. So the parking lot will go between here. Use the filler and just come straight down. Hopefully it's even, and it is. It's quite perfect if I say so myself. Also, I didn't put the border in the back as well, didn't I? I didn't. This one's fine to put the border in. Let me just fill it in with the parking lot. Not the by 5 because I want to build it myself. So I could place it here, but I do get these patches. I know there's a clipping tool that they use, like a clip remover. How does it work? Oh wait, it works pretty good. Wait, can I just... You know what? I kinda like it. Can I clip this, then? I can't. I wish I could. Let's actually place these down. Not that one. Clip that, I guess. Place these 4. And just clip. I don't know if it has to be the same direction, but hey, it works pretty well actually. This will be the parking lot for the hospital. Really small, but it's City Skylines 1, so they don't care too much. I do have realistic parking turned on. Always. You never have to ask. It's always on for me. I'll never turn it off. Yeah, I'll never turn off realistic parking, and I'll never turn off despawning. Cars despawning. I always want to see my cars drive. I could continue the zoning. Could continue placing the zoning. However, the corners, I do worry about the corners sometimes. Because the corner buildings don't often spawn, so I might have to just place them myself. Where are they? I'm in Spence. I don't want to place corner buildings all the time, though. That's the one thing. I don't want to fill the whole area with these. There will be times where I kind of just close the gap a little bit. I'm making just a smaller gap between here. And just enclosing the building again. Something taller? It is. Enclosing again. Doing something like that. But in doing that, you do block some houses. So in this case, I'm going to place a building down myself. None of these have a good side compared to the other one. So let's just use a 2x2. Could use a 2x2, but at 4 fills up the space a little bit better. I could just use this one and just fill it in. I could just do that. Like the duality of me thinking of what I would do. Oh, you know what? A blank wall isn't bad. Because it does sheathe anything from the outside over here, you know? It does look weird. But it's not a bad idea. So I could do this. I could use this one. Just to sheathe the walls. Or sheathe the area. There are windows here, but you know, I'm wall to wall, so pretend it wasn't there. And let's enclose this area over here as well. And let's do the same over here. Almost the same. You know what? For here, let's have a blank space between that. I put the tall one, didn't I? I did. Forget all in the back. Let's get the tall. Let's get a gap right between here. I'm just gonna fill in this area. Didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna fill in this area right here. That's it. We're gonna have something between here. Now I have no assets. Me speaking. Something. I have no assets that the game comes with. I don't think there's any asset that's a 2x8. My own assets are 2x8, so there's that. So only I can do this. I'm gonna just put a little thing there. Are there assets that are 2x4 in this game? I actually don't know. If you told me to go to vanilla and I see all of my assets gone, I'd be like, that was vanilla, or that was an asset. 'Cause I really wouldn't know. I couldn't tell you what's real and what's not. What's this? A tiny playground? I don't want a playground in front of a house. Be a little messy. This is a tiny park. Really tiny indeed, but I don't know if it'll fit what I'm going with. There's nothing really that I can see. There are these small little assets that I can use just to fill in space. I can use something like this. Here's the other side as well. Something like this. Just to fill in the gap, you know? Yeah, like that, you know? If the thing loads in, let me hide the trees or remove the trees. In case my collision's off and I can't tell. I mean, I can't tell. The bird is clearly highlighted dimmer, but I still can't tell because I don't remember the bird's correct orientation. Let's... I almost don't want to continue the corner buildings again. You know what? I'm actually going to use these smaller buildings now. So, not these, surprisingly. They're actually not wall-to-wall specialized, which is weird. But they're actually under your tall buildings. These. These ones I really like. They are small, but they're really nice. So I'm going to use these alongside this road. I tend to use the blue ones on the outside just because of their rigidity, their sheer mass and their wall that they have. Now, what I could do is use these smaller ones and have them like face this way, and then place the blue ones down. But the sheer wall and the blue ones are quite nice. And same with the white ones. Oh, not white, the red ones. They have a nice wall that's meant for wall-to-wall action. So meant for walls to be placed next to them, which is kind of nice. I just like the way they look. Their fronts are really, really nice to look at, as well as these smaller ones. So these are the small design ones, and they're really up there on my list. And this one is the kind of in between, like one floor height difference with the balcony. I place this one here and end it with a wall, a red wall, and something like that. You know, let's take this one off and place this one back. Something like this. You know, I think that would... I pressed the same building twice. I probably pressed it again. Okay, that didn't... Let's grab you. Something like... Sometimes my mouse does not click. Something like this. You know, a nice little... Oop. Is nice. Something like this is nice. It is turning nighttime. And I'm actually curious, what does it look like at night? Not bad at all, you know? I would live here. If the rent wasn't so high. I would live here. Got access to the train. In a really nice station, I must say. The tunnels are really bright. My goodness, imagine going in there. Be blind. Trying to sleep in that train. But it's really nice. And the signals light up really bright at night as well. Why'd you stop? Oh, there's a train in front of you, isn't there? There is. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't want to put any lights in here. The trains have their own lights in the front. No lights in there. All the rest of downtown. The seafront is nice and vibrant. Yes, the fires have never stopped from yesterday, I see. That looks like lava. It looks like pure lava melting in my mountains. The volcanoes over there. Do I place the same specialized buildings behind it? Maybe. I'm gonna leave... how large are these buildings? There are 3. This is why I'm gonna leave 3 blocks open, because I want to place these buildings alongside this road as well. Sure, they're apartment buildings, but their bottom, the base floor, it looks like it's a mixed use. And I kind of want to have that alongside this road, the larger avenue. How's my terrain? My terrain is close. So there's only a limit to how much space I can build in left. Let's continue with this road. I can't go too far out. This will probably be my last destination for my road. Here to here. Yeah, this will probably be my last destination. Maybe one more road across, but I don't think I could build any further back. I will have to build a little bit back for these quays to not be drastically different. Let me make it daytime. For these quays to not be drastically changed in height. Like, I do want them to kind of rise up and match with the hill before the train goes underground, you know? And rise up and just slope down to this portion. I don't want to do that. I think it would look nice. And then I wouldn't have to alter this too much. I could just pull this forward now. Wants to be altered a lot, but we'll see. I kind of like... I would like it if it made like a little ramp before it went under. But continuing here, I almost still want to place the small buildings. Yeah, this is what I mean. It doesn't place corner walls really well, and it leaves a blank space all the time. I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna place the corner wall myself. Wall corner. Now, I believe there is a one wall gap. There is one space building. However, I feel it's too tall. That one's good. Also, stop doing what you're doing right there, because it's wrong. I place my building. So, in doing that, let's continue placing... Oh wait, I do have brownstone. Brownstone? Brick. Brick. Brownstone's more wall-to-wall buildings. They're very, very tightly fit together. This one's a nice building too, but no purpose to be here. Continuing my design, my layouts that I have. So continue with the blue wall. Blue wall on the side. Now it does look weird from the side view. I can't lie about that. One thing that I wish I could change, but there isn't really much I could do about that. I'm going to continue the look. Now, maybe from here I'm going to change it up. I'm just going to use the small buildings right here. And the not so tall one, not all too tall one over here. I could leave a gap, honestly. I could leave a gap for space between here, but I might make a gap. I might make. Let me get rid of one of these. Let's place a gap right between there. So she's over. In doing so, I'm going to fill in this space. That way it's rather spacious now. Yeah, it's rather spacious. It looks like a little eatery in here, you know? A little Italian plaza. Somebody's in the backyard making pizza. Grilling. Quite nice. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to take all these buildings over here. And just copy them over. Mirror them across. I did grab one by accident. I do see that I'm uneven because the road was a little bit larger. That's gonna put it halfway. Right down the middle. I have nothing different that I'll place between there. So you know what? I might put a path between here. Since there's already a one gap, I might just put a regular path between there. And these, from here on out, I don't know what kind of building I'd put back there, to be honest. I could put maybe some kind of park, maybe some kind of... I already have enough parks in this area. I think I'd be set on parks. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would put back there. Not yet, anyway. My policing should be back here. My fire should be back here. My death care. Oh, reach back here. Oh, that's not death care. It reaches back here. The maximum limit, I will say. I really should look for more assets for healthcare and elder care, honestly. Kind of sad to just have one. Postal service kind of reaches back here, but I'd rather put the post office over here, you know? It seems like it'd work better by the stadium area over there. And fish? I always forget to place these down. I gotta remember. Place a fish market down where you can. Where I can't. Maybe, like, somewhere in the back over here. Or by the pier, you know? But we'll get there when we get there. They're using the parking lot already, which is good. But I'm just not sure where or what to put here. I'm not sure at all. I could just fill it in and see what happens. The buildings that it spawns aren't too tall, so that's good. I might just fill in the whole area with these houses. Might just do that, but I might do it on this side too, because maybe on this side's fine with the varying house size, but here I want the house to get a little taller, so you know, I'll keep it one block away from the hospital, just to avoid hospital. I'm gonna place a 4x10 asset down. Actually, you know what? Not even 4x10. Let me actually place the park, the Birch Park. Where is it? Here? Where is it? I must have passed it and I did. Yeah, place this thing down, you know? How do I feel about that? Palm Park? Park with palms. How do I feel about that? You know what? I don't know how I feel about that. I'll keep it though. Let me put a corner house. House in the corner. I'm gonna place one of these down too, actually. I already have one down over there, but it doesn't hurt to have another one because it does have a nice side. And it's not larger. Well, you know what? Maybe I could put one of these. Not that one, but a wider one. Speaking of a wider one, I haven't placed this one down yet. This one. You know what? I might place that on this corner. And just flop this side over there. I might place this one over here. Because I really like this asset a lot. So that's what I'll do. So maybe for here, let's actually place you down, but the taller variant. You. You'll find right here. Other than that, I will leave. Once the houses are built, I'm going to bring the mountain back to where it was, right behind this building. Same here. Let's just wrap this building around. Yeah, let's just wrap this building. Or wrap this block. Wrap this block around. And I think I'll be not done yet. You know what? No. Actually, no. No, 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 no. I forgot I had these. I'm going to place these down. Because that seems a little bit better, actually. Have two different styles right next to each other, you know? These ones aren't wall to wall, but you can force them to be wall to wall. Like, place the one by the trees over here. Get the very thin houses. Then force them next door. They won't match your grid at all, but they'd be pretty well next to each other. Now, the problem being, I can't place this here because it would well, no, it wouldn't. You know what? I'm not opposed to this. I'm not opposed to it at all. I want to keep the different style next door away from this style. So this style is going to be the other one. The other small one, like the 1x3 houses I want to put over here. I want to avoid that, placing that over here. They have different styles. All of them have different styles compared to this side. Same thing here. The house with trees cannot go here because this house does fit the entire grid as a 3x4. Trees can't go on this side, so I'm just going to place this one right here. I did say the trees can't go on that side, and I still place the trees. Place this one here, and continue to look. I could just copy it, but I'm too lazy. I can't put the tree there. The tree would be in the way of the house. You know, a little color isn't bad, you know? And the back over here, I could do the same thing. But I kind of don't want the same look, you know? Well, you know what? I could have just continued the same design that I was doing over here and just put these over here. I could have done that. Let me think. Let me take these real quick and see what they look like over here. No, they're not bad. Let's look down here. Highlight. Not bad, but again, I want to keep the houses by the train a little bit taller. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's continue. Actually, I did say before, let's actually use a taller one now. This one. Over here. Yeah, this one looks a little bit better over there. And from looking across the street as well. Yeah, it does make for a better look. I'm gonna place this one instead. And from here on forward, you can fill in with your you can fill in with the regular houses that I've been doing before. And over here, let's actually move this. Now, rotating this won't work because it's a specific design that it's supposed to look for. I flipped the wrong building. This building is modular. It comes with 2 buildings, so I'm gonna highlight building and highlight it again. I'm just gonna move it out the way. Let's rotate it to this side. It's like a whole commercial block. Now, I'm going to place this building over here. Commercial, large commercial. Right here. Really like this building. Very storefront heavy. And I can't place it here because... Well, you know what? I could. I... You're gonna tell me no. Nobody. Let me place this one down first. Because this is a corner piece. And then place this one next to it. Now, I could go one more space away, and I could place this here. However, I don't think I have a building that's 2 blocks small that'll fit the... He says that as he's found one. It is 3 blocks long, but the building is 2 blocks. And it fills the gap pretty well. You know what? That ain't bad. And this building itself, I believe this building is meant to match this aesthetic as well. So I could probably put this next door, and the design wouldn't change too much. It wouldn't change too much. Is this floating? It was. Design isn't. Yeah, it wouldn't change too much. I believe this building does have a corner piece that is too. However, it is a corner piece, so you can't really do too much with a corner piece. It's a 3, isn't it? It is 3. Sadly, it's 3. This one is 3 as well. You are 2, but you're... Oh, wait. Oh, you're perfect. There was a blank space here, which kind of sucks. I could just fill it in with these buildings, to be honest. I could just fill you out with that building. I could just do that. Just to cure my smooth brain. And the design kind of matches the color. You know what? Not opposed to that. Now, this building does have a modular thing that's supposed to go on top of it. It is an apartment building. And I will put this by the train as well. Luckily, the custom trains don't have like a noise radius. I'm going to use a shorter one, which is this one. It's meant to fit on top of this. Don't gotta be perfect, but good enough. It just fills in the area quite nice, you know? Open this up. You know, it just fills in the area pretty nice. The middle may be empty. I'm missing a house on top of there. But the goal for me is I want to see people live here, you know? I want to see people take the train. The train may be close by, but still, I want to see them take the train. Because oftentimes, there will be train stations that are close to the terminal. That's not a bad thing, to be honest. It allows for easy use. Oftentimes, how much will it cost? Like, nothing? Who knows? You can get it for free, you know? The house that I am looking for is a mixed-use house. Where is it? Mixed use. There it is. Do I want to use this again? I mean, sure, why not? Pretty next to this commercial front. And use these two right next to it. I really like these buildings. These are my probably favorite buildings, to be honest. The brick housing with the nice... I want to say terracotta glaze on the, I always forget what that's called. That's a name. I'm talking about, the spots between windows and that hides floors. It has a name and I forget it every time I see a building. Either it starts with a V or a B. I can't remember. Let's continue. To continue, let's see. Now, I really have no space to work with over here. I'm running out of space. Running out of land. The hill is kind of eating me up at this point. So there's not much I can do with this spot. What I did want to do was have these housings. Similar to what I did in Canal City. I wanted to use either these. Are more modern, yes. The brick fronts, so the brick design and the wooden panels are nice. And I also wanted to use these as well. Because these match the mixed-use building. They're just a lot smaller. So if there was one thing I wish that there was one that was like this height. Like cut at this portion. That way they can match like this one a little bit better. Their height differences are pretty drastic. But I'm going to use these in this area. I'm going to keep these fronts away from this road over here, though. Because the stadium emits noise. And a lot of noise. Actually, it's not bad. Actually, not bad at all. Surprisingly, these buildings make a lot more noise. It's actually not bad. I want to play with noise. I never really play with noise that often. Because when I don't play with noise, I don't really have any other problems that cause the ambulances to leave. Like right now, there's no ambulances in use because I guess I'm too used to no noise and keeping my things away from things that create noise, stations and things like that. There are times when I can't do that, but I guess in this case, I am doing that without really realizing it. I'm doing that. Actually, let's keep the same housing design aesthetic going for this corner as well. I am still by the stadium. I want to keep using the same mix use, or I could use these as well. These ones are very storefronty. Really nice. But I like to use these in downtown, to be honest. These look better in downtown. But I'm uptown, so keep it there. Do this. Do something like this. Now, this little overpass for passengers. Not sure what to do with it, to be honest. Okay. Lying if I said I did. But don't. Really don't. What did I place? I'm gonna erase these for now. Really don't know what to do with this. This bridge. I really could delete it, to be honest. I might, because it looks like I want a road to come through here. You know what? Goodbye, bridge. You are of no use to me. Are you connected to something? You really connect. Let's actually build a road beyond here. Now the road design again. Something modern, you know. Nothing too suburban. I'm coming across here. I'm going to need a road that can just go across a bridge. Yeah, that's it. However, this one can't. It has no bridge variance. Can't do that. And it needs to go below the quay wall as well. And I can't really raise it up. Usually I'd raise it up. I could decrease the quay, actually. You know what? Let me do that. Instead, can I get one of these down? No. Well, maybe. Let me... What if this is a bend? Maybe. That's the middle. And what if I drag it back? You know what? I like this. I'm gonna do this. I'll do that. So have this road come across. Goes over. I'm going to keep it the entire way as a bridge. Reason being, I think it might alter the way it looks. Let me try. See if I can make it different. I set this to ground. Oh, no, it doesn't. Well, that's because it sets a middle still. But custom. It'll mess it up a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, it's a little off, you know? A little off looking. One side looks more lopsided. Looks like the pull tool in Photoshop, so I don't want that. Also, there's two versions. I'm assuming that means without parking and with parking. You could park on these bridges if you wanted to. But this looks nice. I'm gonna keep it like this. So that road comes across. They meet over here and over there. Yee, I'm not sure how the rest of it will look, to be honest. I kind of don't want this to wrap around again. I almost want to put houses on the back of this one. So I could do something like this. However, I still want to use the smaller buildings as well. These. That's what I mean when they're so short. They don't really match up in height. So I'm actually going to use this. That's fine. Let me get rid of the grid lines. Off as well. Okay. You could decorate this area with trees, you know? Trees are like the perfect thing to decorate with. Collision was on. Tree zone down places, you know? However, maybe I'd make the trees more prettier. I'd probably arrange it better. Like, hand-pick trees and place them down. I mean, these trees were fine, though. But something like that for this area. And maybe something that just wraps around the mountain. Well, maybe not, because I don't want to... I don't want to terraform the mountain. That's what I mean when I say they spawn weird. You spawn weird and you just sit there and don't continue to grow any further. You couldn't fit the single piece in between there. And you couldn't fit a double piece between there? I want you. Let's get you. Should fit in there. And then get the mountain. Rain should come back. Just a bit. Wrong tool. Yeah, just get the mountain range to come back. Rush it back. If a landslide comes down, then they dead, but I kinda like it. Can I get a car? Yeah, you. What does it look like? He went to the library, so you're not going far. I have my tour buses, I do that. Yeah, you look kinda good. I'd probably change the trees in the middle, to be honest. I might make it like a cherry blossom, to be honest. Here. That's not tree. Smiley didn't make it. Cherry, yeah, one of the, something like this. Something nice and bright. A vibrant color. This might be too vibrant. Or this might be, the trees might be too close together. This one's shorter, but I want it to be like a, like an explosion, you know? And I want it to be observed from a distance. You know, that's not bad. I kind of like it. Kind of like it. Not willing to say I really like it, just kind of. I'm gonna stop this portion. I'm gonna work on the shore front a little bit. I was playing with these walks, these boardwalks a little bit. Walkways. I don't know where to find it in my road tab, to be honest, so I just typed in there are different pier fronts. So the small pier, which is actually just a pier that's connected to a road. The boardwalk. The boardwalk one is the actual one that belongs near water, or at the edge of water, because of how it looks. Designed to, if I rotate it, it's designed to like hang out of the water. It's kind of nice. I kind of like this one. A lot, actually. I kind of like it. I'd probably use this one near the water. There will be some points where, you know, it just kind of descends and just goes into land. And who knows, maybe I'll put the realistic beach properties down. I might have to pull this further out, to be honest. The small pier, I already said the small pier. The wooden path. Now, the wooden path is just a small little path. That has grids, apparently. Didn't know that. That was a path. The boardwalk stairs, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how this works at all. Is it meant to, it doesn't have a bridge form. It's always in a bridge, so it doesn't meant to just, oh, it's meant to just ascend. Can I possibly do this? Possible, but it leaves a gap space between. So it's is this a road? No, it's not a road. No, it's not a road. Oh, it's just literally stairs. Okay. I feel like I'm missing one. The connector? That one? Just a regular path. Okay. This one's probably the all-around tool. Am I missing one? There's what? I feel like I'm missing one. Who was this made by? Hockenheim. So let me look for Hockenheim so I can see all of our assets. Hockenheim 12. Near it appear. I am missing two. Okay. So pedestrian quay. Now I did check this one out earlier. I'm gonna be honest. I could have used this to make the quay for this for the train. I could have used that one. Because no matter what you do, it'll make a quay wall and it's easily griddable. And it's zoned. as well. You can see it's a clay wall. So I would have used this. And theoretically speaking, you could have done something like this and have stairs. So let's go boardwalk. You could have had a roads connecting to each side. Well, let's use an actual road because this is a bad example. Well, we can have an actual road connecting both with not really any consequences between there, you know? So I would have loved to use this tool. That way I wouldn't have to mess with the clay, actually. Wait. Well, no, I couldn't use that for my station. I would love to use it here. That way I wouldn't have to make this, like, elevate or into a bridge form early on. I could have just had the wall right here and just connected the two together. I really could have done that. But I guess in future tense, it would have messed up my staircase because then people will walk on the quay and that'd be kind of bad. And I wouldn't. You know what? It's a good thing I didn't see that first, you know? Wait, my sewage. My sewage is bad. Oh, because I only had one. That's right. I need to upgrade this. I completely forgot. I need to update this really bad. Only nighttime. So back to the networks. Speaking of networks, I have roads as well. Let me get rid of this rain. Why is it so intense? This road as well. These roads are made by Weeby. They're really nice roads. I'm using tram roads. The reason being here because I thought of having the tram go underground. Only for a short distance. Only to get under here because this road has no bridge form. It's a really big road. It has no bridge. So I thought about putting this underground and coming out right here. And then coming around and then connecting back here where it'll then become a tram and bus road. Beyond here, it's only a tram. Or it's only a light rail. Not light rail, but cable car, trolley. While over here... Actually, I can't put trolley in... Oh, I don't think I can put trolley and bus and a light rail together. I think that's illegal. No, I can't do it. It's illegal. So maybe I'll make the buses end right here at this place, at this software center. I might make the buses just end right here. Wrap around and then kind of go all the way back around over here and then end over here again. I might just do that. Not bad thinking, me, you know? Using the parking lot, how's mine? Yeah, good. I really like these parking lots. I just wish they weren't so buggy all the time. But I'd use those. So, the pier. The whole goal for today was to just build, or not build, but attempt to start a placeholder for the pier, you know? So in doing so, I'm going to take a boardwalk. I'm going to parallel it to this road, only for a short while. Maybe not even for a short while, maybe for a distance, because I do want to put the festival, the amusement park here. And do amusement parks have beaches? They can. The one I was looking at was Coney Island, and it does have a beach. I might end the pier short and make it turn into a wooden path instead. Or, what is a modern pedestrian reverse? I actually didn't check that. Oh, it's a quay as well. They're both quays. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring it far, however. Hold shift to go farther. I want a gap space between there. Which means I'm going to have to push the sand further out again. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. Can this float? No, it can't float. Invert. Control I. Yes, so it looks really nice. I kind of like that. Like a lot. I like that a lot. I place this down. It does resist terrain, but I can flatten it out. I really like that. Literally, it's smooth against the road. Does this have grid lines at all? I didn't check. It doesn't. But it's good, actually, you know? Not bad. How far this goes, though, is the question. I don't want to go too far. Like, maybe up until here, you know? Beyond here, I'll probably make it to a beach, but maybe right here I'll stop. I don't want a beach behind the software development center. That looks weird. So, also, I honestly might leave this here, or might push it back, or this countdown timer as well. I don't know where to put the countdown timer. I mean, it's kind of fine there. Kind of. The software center, I might either push back or put down on this. I might push back. I think I'll leave it here on this road. I just might push it back. A little bit. The pier. Let's actually continue the pier. I really like this road. The pier path. Continuance, like I said, all the way up until, let's say up until the tram. Maybe one more? Maybe one more. Tab, and just level it with this side as well. Shift, plus, and up, next view. Control I, rotate it. And I think, is it a one-way? No, it shouldn't be a one-way. That'd be stupid, right? Yes. A nice pier along the side. You know what? I kind of like it. What happened to you? Not connected? Join you? I have to join you. Nice little pier along the side. Can I... Legal? Can I do this? Will the game not like it? Viewers not like it? I guess I can, but I can't go any further. You know what? This is fine. It was meant to be smoothing out anyway, but... Yeah, it was meant to be smoothing out anyway, so this is fine. Yes, I'm okay with this. Minus the flooding, I'm okay with this. I would walk here all the time. If I came to this city, I would walk here all the time. Like what, half a mile already? Like half a mile already. Maybe 3/4 of a mile. Yeah, 3/4, you know? Also, to change the markings, I wanted to see who had priority and where they were going, so I put 2 lanes turn. I also turned this into a bus lane, so only buses or trucks, specifically garbage trucks or police can turn left. No private cars or no delivery trucks can turn left. And the 1 turn arrow. So I kind of like this. Also, you do gotta do like the lane division to make them go smoothly. You gotta set the road to a bend or a stretch, either one. In this case, I put stretch. Stretch does have these arrows. You can use bend to get rid of it, but the reason I put stretch is because the dirt remains here. I kind of want to place trees in here myself, so. But what I'm saying is, if you want it to turn smoothly, like this, you set it to stretch in the middle of a node, not like, say if you were drawing it, you wouldn't do it in here to come in because it wouldn't work. It wouldn't look good. Like the way the cars drive, it wouldn't look good. Speaking of which, I want to disable this. I don't want to see this anymore. That's for the bus lane, the trolley lane. I wish the trolley could turn around. That'd be nice if they could, but they can't. I like this. I like it a lot. The road has the same name, right? Must be not Thompson Street. Who are you? Be South Concord. No Thompson. Yeah, South Concord Freeway. Alongside there. And that's getting full. Nice. I'm going to definitely need another parking lot. I will say that now. I'll get there when the time comes, when I see people complaining. The tram will be useful, though. My only problem is I need a yard for these trains. I really need a yard. It might be on this track, going further outward. It might be by the cargo airport, to be honest. I think that's where I'll make my yard. Somewhere over here. Yeah, definitely somewhere over here. There was a fire over here, wasn't there? There was a fire over here. Somewhere over here I'll make my yard. I did say that, yeah. I did say on top of this portion. I'm gonna swap this over here. Yes, my yard will be over here. My train yard. My train and tram yard. I won't have any metros. No subway trains. I don't really like subway trains on an island, you know? I never liked the appeal of subway trains on an island. Oh, on fire, my goodness. I was always a fan of... These are trams, right? I always call them light rail because you got your classifications of rail. You got light rail and heavy rail, and your metros are heavy rail. This is the light rail, the rail that drives on the next that can drive on the road, which is a light rail. So I always call these light rail instead of trams. I don't really call trams. I think is tram more of a European thing to say? I assume. Let me actually. What else do I have to do? I kind of think I have an idea of what I want to do here. I think I'll continue the rest on stream because I think it'll be better to view on stream to see what I'm doing rather than watch a recording. You can see my exact experience of what I'm doing. That's always the fun part, when you see what the creator is doing and see his thought process behind it. I mean, I guess you saw that here, but still. I'd like to see it live myself. I'm gonna stop here. I'll stop the recording here. But I thank those of you that have been watching that I've never really intended to really post things on YouTube. I just intended to post VODs, but I appreciate those that continue to watch them. Even though I may not notice. It may not look like I notice you, but I do see you. I do see all the people watching. I always do appreciate that. This one is shorter, of course, because I'm doing a little offline. Will I edit this? I don't think so. Let me actually say this. For a heads up, I don't think I'll edit anything really. I think I might just leave everything like raw footage. So you might see me doing some weird stuff that I have no really intention to do. That's just mostly like I have redeems on the channel that people redeem, and especially like the exercises. You just see random exercises. Those are redeems. It's not me doing some weird stuff out of nowhere. People redeem exercises. They do all this stuff, and it's fun. If you ever want to join the stream, I stream almost every day. Twitch.tv / Dava or Dava. You can say anyone. I don't really mind. 788. Wait, no. 787. I said my own name wrong. Yeah, so Dava 787. You could join me there. I will always be live Monday. And Thursday. I usually are always live those days. Sunday as well. I'll usually always be live. The reason I'm saying those 3 days is because either Tuesday or Wednesday I'm not live. It depends. It very well varies. Saturday I'm usually live as well. Saturday is a depending day, honestly. But that's usually when I'm live. There's a barcode scanner. Or QR code. But I'm gonna stop the recording here. Thank you for watching. And you'll see me back again for day 6. I'm actually gonna call this day 5.5 because it's not a recording. It's not really a day. I'm gonna call this one 5.5. The next one will be 6. So yeah, bye.